So the latest Nintendo Direct just dropped, and with it, a deluge of information on the latest Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Three Houses. And to be perfectly honest, it made me go from cautiously optimistic about this whole affair to simply cautious. The main reason boils down to the Academy. I'm not talking about the setting in and of itself. Medieval Harry Potter is different for Fire Emblem, but not altogether unfitting. It makes sense for nobles to be expected to have some form of education, and it provides a fitting role for the avatar character. I.e., as a teacher, they're important to the main characters, but not so important as to overshadow what should be their story, or at least it would be if not for the whole only the main character can see not Tiki thing, which reeks of the same overemphasis on the audience surrogate that plagued Awakening and Fate, which itself is not a good sign for the story, avoiding the same pitfalls that those games fell into, but I digress. Also, they have some kind of time-based ability? Again, I digress. Anyway, the main draw this time around is that your students can specialize into what were normally skills and weaponry associated with certain classes by passing exams after earning experience points. Even the ability to mount or wear heavy armor seems to be something a character has to earn rather than it has at the beginning. It's interesting in the sense that when Radiant Dawn flopped commercially, Intelligent Systems was planning to pull the trigger on a straight-up Fire Emblem JRPG, and this, the first console Fire Emblem to be released since Radiant Dawn, seems to be taking a few cues from that basic template, i.e. you and a group of party members explore the land through a series of assignments and grow as a result, ergo better learning how to use magic, staves, fighting. They couldn't have just called it martial arts. Sort of a Japanese Final Fantasy III adventure, but as far as the actual pitch goes, the only fascination comes from how worrying this is when it comes to the overall structure of the game. Part of the strength that the very best entries in the series boast come from how well structured and deliberate their campaigns have been, namely when it comes to map design and which units, items, classes, and weaponry are available on said maps. It's never a matter of making the right tool for the job, so much as it is discovering what the best tools you have at your disposal at that given time, and working from there. To be sure, this isn't the case with every entry. There are anomalies like Seth being able to solo Sacred Stones, but as far as the likes of 3C776 and Reckon Oken are concerned, it's generally an uphill battle to fight with only one unit, especially in the higher difficulties. Conversely, customization for units has, whenever been made available in Fire Emblem, really been a positive for the overall experience. The dual classes in Sacred Stones were mostly a wash, since the new classes and tweaks to the old ones didn't do much to incentivize specialization of any sort, they do choosing a secondary weapon and path of ratings upon promotion. Seriously, who gives their stage enough? It's just choosing between sense and nonsense! And do I even need to mention the much maligned support system for Radiant Dawn? Much as I love this series, most of its attempts to be more open-ended, to allow greater customization and choice outside of aesthetics, has always paled in comparison to its contemporaries like Final Fantasy Tactics or Tactics Ogre. So having that be the premise of the entire game isn't exactly setting my world on fire. And frankly, I don't want to be this unexcited for one of my favorite series returning to home console, well, hybrid since, the Switch. But either way, I don't want to be this disinterested. This is the first time I've ever been wary of a new Fire Emblem game outside of, will this one come out to North America and Europe? And I don't like feeling this way. At this point, who knows how Fire Emblem Goldilocks and the Three Bears will turn out, but as far as my enthusiasm for the title is concerned, it's at an all-time low. I guess here's hoping for that eventual Genealogy remake? Oh, and in case it hasn't been made clear yet, I really, truly hope that I'm wrong about all of these concerns. Until next time, game on, my friends.